So today's video isn't just about a review of the camera bag that I bought. It is a little bit, but mostly it's about how, and it sounds a little bit dramatic, how getting a gear bag has changed my creative life. Okay, so let's just show you the bag. First things first, I know this is very 1995, but I still enjoy the monopod because it gives me a grip for when I'm vlogging, gives me a bit of stability, but it's not cumbersome like a tripod. So anyway, it gives me a space. It's got two of these sort of tension straps that you can strap stuff on. It's got all these places to hook things on, and they've provided a couple of things. This is a little tripod sort of hooking thingy that you can put your tripod into, and I can also use this for if I'm traveling around with my gimbal. I would probably take this, or well, I haven't actually done it yet, but like that, and then I would just strap the gimbal parts up with the strap that came with my gimbal. So that'd be great actually. I've been run and gunning before with the gimbal and it's quite a pain. So that's a huge change for me. You know, when you're using your gear every single day, stuff like that makes a huge difference. It's got a pouch in the front here for paper or whatever. It's got a little hook in here. I'm not sure, maybe hit me up in the comments if you know what I could use that for. A little hook in this little pouch in the front. It's got side and top access. This top area is so that you can put something delicate. It's got a hard shell, so let's say your camera with the screen, and this is for quick access. I found it's fine for taking the camera out, putting it in is a bit of a mission. So that is just a little detail there, but again, just quick access, it's there. Or the alternative is to have your camera in the side here, or to have the lenses ready here, but I've actually, I can feel the Velcro, I've Velcroed it in there so that I'm not really using the side access here. Or, you know, you set it up for depending on the shoots. Here I've got my mic. Actually, now that I think of it, I might lay it out differently tonight so that I've got access to my drone, because that's another thing where I just quickly need to get the drone out, fly it. All right, I've got this old headphone pouch that I keep my my dongles and my headphones for quick access, because my daily routine, I use my headphones with my iPad all the time. I'm gonna go in. Oh, and just the straps. It's set up like your typical hiking bag. So it's got a little strap for your chest here. It's got a strap for your waist if you go on a long hike, just to give you a bit of tension. It's got these active zones. What that basically means is for breathing, so your back doesn't get too sweaty. It's got a raincoat at the bottom here, as I can show you. Oh, YouTube. A raincoat that comes out the bottom, so if you do find yourself on a hike and you're worried that everything's going to get wet or it starts raining, there is that. I will probably never use that, he says, and uses it tomorrow. And then let's open it up. Ta-da! This was very exciting to me because my gear was, let me just show you. I was using this bag. I love this bag. It's a bag that I sort of wanted for years and years. I got it, but the more I use it, it's a weekend bag. It's a bag that I can put my camera in a pouch in here, all my other bits and pieces, maybe a towel for the kids when we go to the beach, bits and pieces in here, maybe something to easy access here, but it's a weekend bag, a nice sort of travel bag, but like maybe not even street photography, because once you go this route, it's maybe not as aesthetic, but so much easier and makes your job much easier. So anyway, I switched from this to this and it's been mind-boggling how much easier it is. So here you have it, the layout. I'm still working on my layout. It's a bit messy because I felt like there weren't enough of these padded Velcro goodies. So yeah, and then also this is the small baby version of the 450. This is the 250, the ProTactic 250 AW or something to that effect. I had limited space, so I took my Mavic Air out of the pouch and then separated it from the controller. I've still got a bit of space there, which is nice, so I can maybe put something in there. I needed a spot for my mic because I'm always using my microphone. The only thing at the moment is the microphone's getting squashed around, so that's something to So you work on your layouts until you're happy. What else? I've got space for my lenses, and I was just thinking now I need access to my lenses here and access to my drone here. So I'm going to play with that tonight and figure something out for this mic, because it's very precarious here. The little spring mount is getting bent. But yeah, and space for my lenses. This is my little manual Pentax lens that I use sometimes for portraits, or mostly actually just for fun on the weekends. This is my new 35mm, the Fujifilm 35, which is incredible. So spot for those two. Here's the bits and pieces. It's batteries, ND filters, a few like odds and ends like sticky mounts for the action camera, some straps, Velcro straps, cable ties, just for those situations where you need it. I usually have gaffer tape at all times, but I'm gonna have to go and find a thin gaffer tape that I can, like a small travel gaffer tape. A little lens cloth, some more batteries, drone battery, and my action camera, which I bought a rubber casing for, so it's actually quite cool. I can just pop it in here, it's not going to get damaged. That's the Xiaomi action camera. It wasn't intended to be my gear, but I'll put a list of all my gear in the thing below. My camera, so I'm finding I'm actually accessing my camera from this, like opening the back mostly, because that top pouch is not super convenient, and I think it's intended for a slightly smaller camera. I got the biggest Fujifilm, so it's a bit cumbersome. That fits in perfectly there. I just had to wiggle it around a bit so that the access was a bit better. Overall, the huge thing is for some reason, everything feels lighter in here. When I put it on my shoulder, it feels lighter because it's so rigid. Everything just sits on my bag nice and easily. And I take this with, so I'm ready to go. My iPad goes in here, and I don't know if I've done a video on it yet, but I use my iPad Pro for pretty much everything these days, photo and video editing. So my iPad goes with me every morning. I just pack this in the morning, and wherever I go, I've got my full kit. But then, when I travel, close it up, make sure I've got all the things that I want for the trip. And then, I've got a few more of these soft dividers. The tension straps, I'm not sure what the shoelace is for, and another pouch to put on here. So if I need to, I can just strap this pouch on. That's the other thing. And then maybe I decide I want my 200mm Minolta lens. Just pop it in a lens pouch and hook it on somewhere. There's plenty of place to hook a thing, so I'll just hook it on, and off I go. So that is it. It's super convenient and makes a massive difference to your creative life because you're always ready to go. That is super cool.
So I suppose what I have to say in this video isn't rocket science, or I'm not reinventing the wheel, but it's just sometimes it's a revelation to figure out something really simple can change your life. And the one thing is just, it's not so much convenience as much as having your gear on you all the time in a compact way. Having all the things you need. You don't have to worry. That, okay, I'm a wedding photographer, or not even a wedding, I'm a street photographer. That's maybe a good example where you're always on the go, you're traveling, but okay, I've got my 3 favorite lenses, I've got my little drone, I've got all my goodies, I'm good to go. And kind of customize it to the way you work. So I'm the kind of person that just, I want my drone now. That's why I say I want to change the way that my bag is laid out now, so that I've got everything available at all times. So it's convenience, but it's having access to the tools of the trade at all times. With this bag, I was often leaving critical stuff behind, or I would pack the camera without the mic purely because I didn't have the space. It was just a mission. My production level always wasn't as high as it could have been. Having all the tools that you need with you at all times, it may seem like a simple thing, but it's actually a really big deal. And the only other really important thing that I think is kind of like life-changing is the professionalism of it all. I know that when I go to a gig, whether it's wedding photography or a corporate video, wherever I go, I've got my gear on me, I maybe do a little check the night before, make sure I've got all the things I need, make sure my batteries are charged, but everything is pretty much in the same place. And when I'm very often with the corporate videos, you're working with entrepreneurs who just want to go, and they don't understand the fact that you have technology to deal with. For me to have the lenses that I can quickly change for a situation, a microphone that I can quickly get out and go with it makes a huge difference and makes me seem more professional. I hope this video will open a discussion with one or two of you. Maybe you're thinking of getting a gear bag, maybe this gear bag in particular sparks your interest. Let me know what you think. Let me know of any other ways that your gear bag has made a difference in your life, because these videos are intended for creatives to make life more easy, to demystify the technology involved with being a creative these days. So let me know how it's made a difference to you. Please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, please share it with some of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.